Hi everybody, it's Diane. I'm here with the Fill a Tiny Journal Challenge from iHannah and her friend Tammy once again. So this is the second prompt, which is connection. And I spent a long time coming up with something for that. I didn't really have any great ideas to begin with, and then I don't know. It's just, trust me, I spent a lot of time thinking about this one. So these are the pages we're up to, and my image here was a little short, so I just sewed the edge. And my big idea is, this was just a stock photo I found online, but I cut it apart just to make it easier to glue in here. This is a poem by Charles Dickens. It's called The Ivy Green. And if I remember, I'll print it in my description area because I'm not going to sit here and read it, and this is too tiny to probably read. It's about ivy, as you may guess, and it's just talking about how ivy clings to things that are old or ruined or, mouldering. And I just like that poem. He really catches, if you've ever seen Ivy, he's dead on with his descriptions. But it just kind of made me think in a sort of, you know, abstract way, however you want to phrase that, that I think there are connections between things that maybe, have seen better days and new things, things that are gone, but things that are here. I'm not going to get into a big philosophical discussion, but I think there are connections there. So that's my idea. Now, how I'm going to put this on here, though, I don't know, because as you can probably see and probably guess, it would fit, but there isn't a whole heck of a lot of reason to have that background. So what I think I'm going to do, believe it or not, is cut apart. I hope I don't have to do every line, but two or three, together, depending on how the cadence goes there, and then put them on that way. And no, I'm not going to make you watch me do that. So I'm going to pause and we will come back. Okay, I'm back. It's the next morning. I ran out of time and steam last night. So here we are. It's all glued in. That actually worked pretty good. I was a little concerned it was too much and it wasn't going to fit, but it's fine. It's okay. It's fine, but I'm not totally wild about the white border, although there's not much of one on this side. And the printing is fine, but just because I can. I was thinking I've got colored pencils here that are, kind of a cheap set, but they're fine. If I colored a little bit, and I'm not sure what I mean by a little bit, if I want just literally a little bit or a lot on the white, some of the white, I don't know how much of the white, to make it look a little more like it's, in with the background. It's too light. So I thought I would try that just on the title a little bit here. Yeah, you kind of, are you getting it? I think, do we like that better? That's too light. Yeah, I think I kind of like that better. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is continue on, but I'll speed it up so you don't have to watch it, for literally 10 minutes or whatever. Okay, I'll be back to normal speed in a little bit. Okay, we're back to normal speed, which is kind of slow for me because it's first thing in the morning. I think that looks pretty good. I might have colored that just a little, but it's cool. Okay, it's good. It's fine. It's a little boring. So I thought, well, what about a bird sitting like over here in this space? So I pulled this travel guide thing out that I had in the cardboard one, I think. Anyway, one. Oh, there's birds in there, except they're all too big. This is about the only one that might work. So I'll give it a try. And even if it fits, it may match too well and not be seen. I don't know. And yes, I got new scissors. My husband surprised me with a pack of new scissors. Isn't that nice? And actually, they're nice. So far, I like them. Anyway. Yeah, so you're going to see all kinds of new and improved cutting, right? I will say they're a tad, big for fussy cut stuff, but they cut really well and the handle's nice, so. This was a wren, in case anyone really wants to know. Which maybe you could tell that by his tail. Alright. And if this doesn't work, I don't know. You can't say it's so little. She was looking the other way. Bird, turn. Can you turn? Well, obviously that branch is going to have to be trimmed. I don't know. It adds, but it's not exactly what I was looking for. Is that just the way life is? He's a tad big. Well, let me trim that branch a little bit more. I don't know if this is going to work or not. He's covering words. Alright, what if I just completely get rid of the branch? This is going to be very tedious, I'm sorry. Let's see, what can we talk about? Well, we had all kinds of beautiful weather yesterday. And I mean, really nice. You could have worn shorts if you wanted to. So that's pretty cool for March. Alright, this isn't the best job in the world, but just to get an idea. I don't think he's fit. He's just going to cover up too much of the words, don't you think? How about that? No, forcing. What about over here? No. Alright, let me pause and look for another bird. I'm not sure where I'm going to have to look. Okay, hang on, folks. Okay, I found a perfect bird. Yeah, it's the same one. I just really got in there with smaller scissors and trimmed up his feet. So it's fine. Those words can still be read. The only thing I'm not too wild about is, his foot is up in negative space because the branch was at an angle. And I thought of leaving it. I mean, who's really going to notice? But I notice. I think I'm going to sketch in a little branch. And I hope it looks okay. I thought of cutting in, like a piece of brown or something, but I don't know. To make it that small, I just didn't think that was going to work so great either. I don't know, what do you think? Okay, that's fine. Oh, we have barkies. Okay. Well, I think it's done. The only thing I will say with the pencil, if it's just a tiny note, there isn't really like a true white on here. You know, that could be a little bit of a thing. You know, it is a thing. Here. Not that you have to have white on every picture. I'm not saying that, but it because of the printing too, it just looks sort of it has a dull facade or something going on there. I'm not real wild about. Even on the edge, maybe. Which I suppose, if you read the poem, that sort of a look does go with what he's saying, but I don't like it that much. Let me grab a paper so it's not. I guess it doesn't matter. There's nothing under there yet. There is on this side, though. Let's do it right. Yeah, I think I'm liking that better. All right, I think that's even enough. Okay, well, as my big plan was in the beginning, yeah, I can't do it now. It's wet. I'm going to put a sticker on so I can mark it's done. All right, I'll pause and wait for that to dry and wash my brush, and I'll be right back. Okay, it's relatively dry. It's dry enough for type A's. So there, our prompt was connection, and some of you may be thinking, I totally missed it, or I'm totally stretching a point, but to my mind, there's a connection there. There's that. And it dawned on me, so the first two are odes to British authors. Not intentional. And then that's what I wanted to do. Put a little tiny sticker that's crooked that I did connection, and I had to cut that down to make it fit. So little tiny tulip. Okay, go fill your tiny journal, and I'll see you next Friday with the next prompt. Have a nice day out there.